say is you saw this coming 10,000 miles ahead of time. You saw this coming. This is the miracle. This is the miracle we've all been waiting for. Now, fortunately for us, we are in a position to be objective about the situation, and we can see the objective opportunity in the situation. You know, thank you. Gratitude is given for this understanding because this is very rare. Most people are seeing despair. Most people are panicking. This is a scary panic number for most people. So consider yourself very fortunate to only be inspired by this number and not be panicking by it. Bottom line is my new masterpiece is Luna, but I'm making this a masterpiece. Obviously, I'm catching a falling knife. I'm looking at this thing on the 5-minute chart here, right? I mean, but I think it's not unreasonable to say that a reversal might be, have well underway, right? And we have a local structure that, we can work with and see, let's just feel it out. Let's pay attention. Let's learn. Let's look at the broader context of what's going on and just ask ourselves, do we have the wind at our back if we want to make Luna a masterpiece? And on a very, very, very basic level, I'll point out a few reasons why you really have a good, obviously I don't have to pretend like this is like genius. This is all so basic. All of you guys can understand that Bitcoin is probably going to be moving to the upside, right? It's just, that's what's going to happen when it's at this current price, right? It's got upside room. I don't even if it only has 0.236 upside, how does that translate into a coin that has lost as close to 100% of its value as you could ever lose? Well, we're talking about some like meme level moves just on retracements from large market cap assets. The daily chart of Bitcoin, that's a buy on a short-term level, clear as day. NASDAQ on the daily chart, that's a buy. Well, see, the NASDAQ could come down and fill this gap or something like that, in 2 or 3 daily candles. So maybe you get some more downside. All of these things are working together to provide us opportunities. Obviously, I'm not going to try to buy Luna in one buy. Like, I've got multiple buys at multiple levels planned out for this, depending on what happens. If this, then that, I'm going to get the best average price on Luna. And that average price is going to be somewhere around, basically around this, all of this area to me is where I'm going to be buying Luna. Let's see how quickly this thing moves. I would say it's already been moving quite quickly, but you had to account for a clear reversal. Like, obviously I didn't even consider buying until it was below a cent. And then I'm like, oh, okay, wow. Literally like, yep, that looks like a reversal to me. This is a 6,000% move or something, or more than that or something, just from the bottom. It's had a 6,000% move off the bottom. I think that's fair to say that it's time to look for positions in Luna. And what kind of price targets are you talking about? One thing at a time, dude. One Fibonacci fractal at a time. I would say like this thing has potential to be moving through entire Fibonacci's in a relatively short period of time. Or not, time will tell. But can't you see that this is like a very quick moment in time? This only thing started happening on Thursday, right? You literally had like a foul play situation, right? Foul play. Like what happened to the stable coins, what happened to Luna, that's like not allowed, dude. People do not accept that. So when you literally have something that is unacceptable, like an actual foul play, that is your clear C heart wrencher buy signal. And was that not the C heart wrencher, emotionally speaking? We call it C heart wrencher for a reason. We had people who just could not accept the situation and are still in this very moment on Sunday morning, the day of the full moon eclipse, are still not able to see this opportunity. They still can't see. They only see pain. They do not see opportunity. But Luna, the moon, dude, here we are, dude. Full moon coming up. Today is a big day if you're following the skies. And it's Luna. It's just This is what you've been waiting for, man. You only see the opportunity like this if you've been studying charts for almost 3 years now. This is nothing. I've never seen anything like this looking back in history charts. I've never seen anything like this in real time. I knew what I was looking for. I literally saw this coming 10,000 miles away. I didn't necessarily know that it would ever, necessarily happen this way so specifically, but I knew if I saw something so dramatic and what I know about retracements, what I know about basics, that this is the single greatest opportunity I've ever had a chance to move on. And it's like a meme joke. It's like an art joke. Like 5 years from now, this is hilarious. Yeah, you made your interdimensional, multi-generational wealth on one move here, on one simple movement in time. But it's still that's cosmically hilarious, right? And that's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Like, treat this like a joke, but take the joke seriously, right? If that makes any sense. So I'm using all of my finest skills to accumulate Luna at the best price possible to give myself the best odds of taking the most advantage of this move. So as much as I can realize this is absolute insanity, absurdity, like literally ridiculousness that we've never even seen before, I'm still being very careful and very calculated about my accumulation because anything's possible. This thing still could be a falling knife. And if it is, I'm buying more, right? But I think we've now established a clear, sort like a bull flag, right? You got a bull flag set up, right? You've got a crash, a retrace, and then a reaccumulation. This is a very bullish structure that you see. And now where are you finding some support? I mean, remember, I'm looking at the 5-minute chart here, right? But that's the data, right? It's all relative. Like, this is the data that we're working with. This looks long enough to be like an establishing like a bull flag situation, right on time for White Knuckle Report to actually be like, okay, this structure starts to look good. And right, check this out. This is funny to watch. What do we see? Do we see a W, right? We see a bearish pattern right here. When you see failed bearish patterns, right? So the W is bearish. We would expect statistically this to go down from here. But if this pattern fails and it goes up and the W is failing, well, then next level would be 702 to watch. Obviously, the first major resistance you would expect to see. And if you want to really master this thing, 1.618, you could take profit to buy back in like a 702 retest or something, consider all the different ways this could go. The first level I like to see, though, is that you have a bearish pattern forming. And when you see a failed bearish pattern, then that's something to be very excited about. So here we go, guys. This is the most important white knuckle ever. This is the most obvious, fearful, capitulative, foul play moment we've ever seen. We consider ourselves very fortunate to be in a position to see objectively what this is and the opportunity that this is and what abundance is provided by your bravery and your objectivity in this moment. And Godspeed to you all, because literally this is that life-changing week here, I think. I mean, the one we've been waiting for, the one we've been studying the charts for, the one we've been priming our minds to see. And here it is, and now we see it. So good is an understatement at this point. So I'll just leave it to the track. So, all right, dude.